What is up, guys? It is your boy NCS7 here. Welcome to a new video. So, a while ago, like about a month ago or something like that, Fire Emblem Engage was revealed to be coming out early next year, and since then we've gotten various snippets and clips online of some gameplay and a little bit of the characters and whatnot. But today, I kind of wanted to make a video talking about some of the hopes I have for this game, kind of like what I did with my Fire Emblem Warriors 3 hopes earlier this year. But yeah, let's go right into this. Now, I do want to mention before I get into this that I'm not the most in the know on most of the other Fire Emblem games. The only two mainline Fire Emblem games I ever beat were Fire Emblem Three Houses and the Blazing Blade. I will be working on Fates soon, but that's pretty much it. I've dabbled in some of the other games like Awakening and Echoes, but I really don't know a lot, so it's if I do miss some hopes that could come back from earlier games that I don't mention, don't get mad at me, and hey, let me know in the comment section what your hopes are for this game. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing I want, and probably the thing I want the most, is support conversations with the earlier protagonists. Now we know we use in the game the characters can use emblem rings, which I guess basically ups their attack as they then get their I guess respective emblem character, whether it's Marth or Celica or Sigurd or whatever. I do hope that you can actually have support conversations with them, because kind of from what we've seen, they kind of seem to be more of an assist, and that you can only really talk to them every now and then. But I do really hope that we can get some support conversations. I know that maybe some people wouldn't be into that, since it would be basically crossover supports where it's just oh, so this stuff takes place in your world. I don't know. I want to see it happen though, regardless, because I think it'd be really cool. I don't know. I mean, I feel like everyone would kind of want that, but I really hope they do that, because I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna do that, which I'm honestly kind of torn, but I really do hope they do that in the end. It would be really fun to have supports like that. Another thing that I'm really hoping they can make is one route. None of this route splitting stuff from Three Houses and Three Hopes. It was cool for a bit, but I would really like a game where you could just play it through from start to finish, and you do not have to freaking play the game 3 more times after that. Just one lengthier game would work completely fine. And hey, if they wanted to do maybe a different ending or something like that, that'd be completely fine. Under certain criteria, that'd be fine. But even so, though, I really want them to stick to one route and not have this be another route split game, because I'm kind of done with that, honestly. And then another thing I want is something very similar to that of the monastery from Three Houses. Now, we have already seen that in the trailer, which I'm looping in the background because I'm not looping 15-second gameplay. But I really do hope that they have some of the similar features, because, well, we already know that there's going to be, some hub you can run around in and, buy stuff and, do certain things. I do hope it can be as much fun to run around that as the monastery from Three Houses. I really hope that they can make it really in-depth and really cool for, supports and stuff like that. I would think it'd be really cool. And that's pretty much it for my bigger hopes, but let's get into some more broad stuff and talk about some of that stuff. First off, the presentation. I know people are pretty torn on this game's art style, and I'm not going to deny the art style of this game is a little too Pokemon-like for me. I don't know. It feels slightly different. I get that different isn't necessarily bad, but I don't know. A lot of these character models kind of look like they come from Pokemon. I don't know. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like it makes the game look a little too cartoon-like. I kind of would have preferred if they just stuck with the anime style, though I will give it one benefit in the sense that it does make the game look a lot more timeless. One thing I honestly didn't care for too much with Three Houses was the fact that the graphics of the game were not the best. While character models and character portraits in that game were beautiful, the world itself is really drab-looking and ugly, to be honest. So I'm actually really happy to see more here. I hope we can see some really cool animated cutscenes as well. I always love to look at those, especially with this new style. I think they could look absolutely gorgeous. And while all the character designs aren't the best, as many people have pointed out, Colgate, that's what he's being referred to in my playthrough when I name him. He's being named Colgate, not Alear. Sorry. But I think it'll still be fun regardless. I think the game should look really good, but I do hope that they can like iron out a few issues though. Another thing I'm hoping for is a good story. Now, I've seen some people online kind of unsure, considering this is supposed to be basically like an anniversary game, and supposedly this is supposed to be for like Fire Emblem, like an anniversary for Fire Emblem or something like that a while ago. But I do hope that the story's good and not like crap because it's a crossover. Because just kind of remembering the original Fire Emblem Warriors, and while the story wasn't terrible, it wasn't anything to really write home about. That's a game I'll get to eventually. And really, that's kind of all I really have to say. Not a really long video, but mostly because I don't really have a lot of thoughts. I just kind of wanted to share the thoughts that I do have with you guys to see what you guys think. And if you guys have hopes for this game in the future, by all means, let me know in the comment section what your hopes are for this game. Because overall, so far, I'd say the game is looking pretty solid. It definitely doesn't look like it's going to beat Three Houses, because while Three Houses definitely didn't look the best, like, graphics-wise, Three Houses was, in my opinion, the game that had the most solid character roster of any Fire Emblem game, in my personal opinion. And I also think it had some great storytelling, some great fun gameplay, and a killer soundtrack, and it was the first one that I played. So, I don't think anything's gonna ever really beat that, but I still think Fire Emblem Engage is gonna still be really fun in its own right, and a great start to 2023. But anyways, this video's dragging on a little bit for now, like 6.5 minutes. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this game, and yeah, let me know if you want the same things that I kind of want there to be in this game down below. So with that being said, this is S7 signing out. Peace out and take care.